So I wanted to mention a few things about the removing the mercury out of my mouth has some changes in the perspective I have of myself, how I see myself, how I feel about myself, and everything. When I had the amalgams, during that whole time, mainly because of the ailments the mercury um, was giving me, I was feeling weaker and weaker. My hand hurts, the tendonitis, then peripheral neuropathy. I just felt less able to do anything. I also felt weaker and less of a man. Now that the mercury is gone, that perspective is a little different. Today being sometime in the third week after the removal of the amalgams, the memory is not working well. Fuck. What were we talking about? I felt the toxicity feel, but just a thin layer of it. If I can't have 2 days of sleep back to back, I'm not ready for work. The vision, though, that has not improved. There, I see double. That angle, I see double. Enough that I can't clearly see. Because I can see perfectly this. Like toxicity. Metal toxicity. My heart hurts. I see you were off. And now we're back to slow.
Today's a good day. It's the 7th. It might just turn things around for me, right?
Yeah.
Pre-video. You're about to take selenium organic.
So that you can prove me wrong?
Cold hands. You started cursing a lot. You're frustrated and you're trying to make dinner, but you
Again, it's too many variables. I'll just put some sweet potatoes. I'm hungry now, but I can't face myself anything because there's so many variables. I get lost.
you've been feeling better than you have all day, and you took selenium today. And you went to go to sleep because you actually felt sleepy.
But I'm so hot. Like I'm burning up. Kind of like when you're sick. You get cold, and then when you start healing, you start getting super hot. And as you can see, like my expression is regular, just sleepy. Throughout the day, it's been a lot more tense, like, and then more areas like here. And I remember before it was here, 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 and here, and that was constant. Now it's like sometimes a little bit here, it goes like tension, and then oh yeah, I've been having a headache most of the day, different levels. When I'm not sleeping, and I wake up, I give up around 3 a.m. Like today, I'm still shaky, but I didn't push my nervous system to the max.
You didn't manage to even get like an hour of sleep, right? Not even one.
I mean, at most, I would say 20 minutes, maybe. I mean, grain is not good for me. Just like that. Look at my eyes now. The first sign that I detect when I need to start making bone broth is I get like a zap of emotional, and it's just something foreign. I'm good, and then there's a drop time progresses, the emotional increases. Like 5 minutes, I'm feeling emotional.
So we're going to be doing regular bone broth, organic.
And I can make some real improvement if I can only hold my energy, if I can only hold my sanity, if I can only hold my composure, because it's so draining and there's so many pitfalls that it's hard coming back up. You know, keep going, keep going. And I had some FOS, which is Nutriflora FOS, pure powder, prebiotic fiber. What was best? It included bifidus and acidophilus. Bifidus, I've learned that that's what usually heals the gut. As soon as I feel this way, my physical body starts going like this and starts closing in on itself, and I have no say in it. It takes so much of my strength that I don't feel at the time to stand up straight. It's just, ugh. And then comes the shakes on my right hand. I guess because it was on my right side. I feel like I keep going down, and of course, when I'm shaking, I'm thinking the worst things. And in every level that I'm lowering, it has its own reactions and emotions that take over. Like, that is not me at all.
That storm streak in your hair
Oh,
from all the grabbing your heart in the night.
it pulls down. It's like the headache is strong and it just pulls down your eyes. So it's too much of an effort to open them. Yeah, and then you just feel like you're shutting off. I was a regular, and then I feel like, and then again, two of those, it was gone. It's like, what the fuck is that? I have the zeolite after a couple of them. What was it, between 10 to 20 minutes after? But yeah, toxic as fuck, and this shit, like, pushing it down so hard. Saying nutrient depletion may translate into a feeling of lack. It's either that be emotional lack, I don't have enough, this is why I feel restless, I want to do things to make me feel better. I don't register that I'm not feeling good. I feel like toxicity looming. That's adding to my adrenal, by the way. Come out here, I charge my phone, 2%. 2%. Man, if I lose it, if I take it to 0%, it turns off. I don't know if I can make it work. When I'm feeling restless, when I'm looking for things to do and not really going for anything, not committing to anything, that is a for sure tell that I'm going down in mood. I feel like a response that my brain has of trying to look for something to attach, but I'm going down too fast. And I don't take into account what's happening. I'm just feeling like, it just looks like, no. I'm just like, start thinking, what are you doing? What are you like, oh no, it's going down fast. I start crying. Because the bone broth is the solution to that, with the band-aid on, Does that mean I'm lacking something?
Minerals.
Minerals?
You're being depleted of it constantly so long as you have
Why?
Mercury. Mercury eats through the minerals. Your body's supposed to operate with lots of minerals. That's the reason why there's a byproduct of constipation. You have no concept of minutes,
Time.
hours, days, weeks, months.
Everything's just together because
Sure.
when there's no demand, it's hard to maintain.
So the long hair thing.
Yeah. Stranger Things 5. I'm ready.
It looks so 80s.
I have to wear the little bow tie and then the sailor thing.
That's the haircut of unemployment. What?
Wow. Can you take that knife out of there? It kind of hurts.
Oh, look at the length. You can see it really well from back
Oh.
there.
It hits too close to home sometimes when I hear another person having gone through mercury toxicity, mercury poisoning. I had all these symptoms that they had, so I was on my way. So many illnesses that I was so close. I was already suffering from the effects that were, heading that direction. Dodged a couple bullets.
Yeah, and in her case, she removed an amalgam filling with the dentist without any precautions of the Hal-Huggins procedure, which drove her to that state, plus all the fillings she
In
had.
7 days, she had lupus.
Yeah.
So I was feeling fine, and then out of nowhere, I get the hint of emotional, like the slight, and I start just going really quick, like I start getting the headache here, and just like, oh my god. I was like, making sure, I was like, sipped a little bit. I was like, I think I need to poop. Went straight for the poop. Pooped a whole lot, and still feel the tension in my head, but it's easing down. But it was so fast, like so fucking fast. The tooth, that the silver filling used to be there, that is very sensitive. The rest of my mouth, like my bottom, is kind of weak, and my tongue feels weird. The more information that comes in, the more this whole thing unravels. I can see the design, the perfect design of it all. All this, I feel, was there so that I can spread awareness on this. Chlorine has sulfur, and so that's really good for the detox. Fiber may reduce mercury levels in the brain and blood. Sulfur containing amino acids, taurine. Awesome. About the selenium, I have to do more research, but it seems like selenium may be taken best at night. In the daytime, it's proven very difficult because selenium attracts the mercury, and through that process, I feel the toxicity, the mercury in the blood. When the mercury is in the blood, detox is very difficult. As soon as mercury is in the blood, the body reacts, and it is extreme toxicity. So it's busy fighting, it's trying to get a control of the system, but mercury is very strong, so it's just reacting mainly. It's really hitting your nervous system. It's increasing inflammation everywhere at the moment. So the nervous system goes haywire. Adrenal support At least when I take a holy base, so it helps, you know. Okay, let's go. Today, earlier, I had selenium, and it was hell. I still have yet to understand this, but usually selenium days are really low mood days. I have a headache, a little bit, not that much. With with the toxicity. No, I was just saying that yesterday it happened too that after my bath, I started getting toxicity in my head. The documentation of all my experiences is there because if there's one thing that I would love while I'm detoxing, while I'm going through all this, is to see somebody going through the same or similar. That way you don't feel so alone because there's no support during this and you feel very by yourself. So it makes all the difference in the world to see or hear somebody. All I get right now is just Reddit posts about people going through it and no real videos because it's difficult and nobody really has answers. During all this, people are very sentimental. I'm very sentimental and very, you could say, ashamed for the things that one has to go through. Everybody thinks you're crazy or lying or dumb. Most people just think you don't know what you're talking about. How many people did we see accounts of committing suicide during this process? A lot.
A lot, yeah.
Because it is, if I didn't have you, it is not easy to take at all. At all. And even with you, you've seen me in my lowest times. Because I have a lot of rage because of the feeling of injustice. Meaning, why am I still going through this? And not being supported, not being believed, made fun of, on top of everything. And I got the root canal too. Okay. Still trying to heal while there's so much demand out there. It's so difficult. So to see somebody going through it and still pushing through, if you're a few steps behind and are faltering and you don't think you can make it, seeing somebody a few steps ahead of you, like maybe I can do it. He's going through it. He's something. I think it will make the biggest difference in somebody's experience. I mean, you got people going to professionals, and good for them. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it takes years. They're trusting their method, but who are they in the detox field? Are they knowledgeable of detoxification, heavy metals? How knowledgeable? You don't know. You just give your faith to them. Well, doctors don't know that much either. Know the basics, but the main thing to remember is that they are there to heal the symptom and not the person. Heal the symptom. They don't care how you got it. They just care what you need to take in order to heal the symptom. And if you can come back again for more, even better. I had a very interesting experience way back in the days. I had a hair test, and in that hair test, they detected high levels of mercury. How can I get it if I don't eat fish? Well, I had my amalgams. So, acidity in the amalgams, like a very common cup of coffee, espresso, colada, will have it sent to the brain. I feel like can't catch a break. Not even like on the surface, but for example, just for my identity of myself, I can't catch a peaceful space within me to feel who I am truly. Because when I see myself, I see all the different versions of me. Of just today, for example, ups and downs, every day. The depression, the angst, the worries, everything. Because it's like they're all me, and none of them are me. You know, just the feelings. There's no space to anger or anything. It's just, you wonder why my adrenals are shot on top of the Mercury. So hard. So hard. So it seems like my testosterone is building up a tiny bit. But it's confusing because there's some other parts that are seemingly like anti-testosterone, lowering the testosterone. Like for example, while I'm getting a little bit more confidence, tiny bit more confidence, at the same time, I'm also feeling not confident because of adrenal fatigue. The first thing I do in the morning, I think I may need to take chaga. I think it's coming to that. Seems like the mornings is very weak for me. If I haven't slept enough, which I usually don't, and my heart was hurting, then I hate having to start the whole thing. You know, your heart hurts. Alright, I gotta go drink bone broth. I drink bone broth and it helps, but then I have to take a shower, a bath, and a bath is a whole different thing. And it's like, okay. By then, it's like you don't want to go back to sleep. It's like, fuck what? The importance of nutrients, minerals, and attention to your adrenals during detoxification. If you don't have nutrients, you're lacking nutrients, and you're lacking adrenal support, you can't detox, period. And you feel like shit. It just goes to show you how necessary it is to support your whole body for this detoxification process. I had chronic inflammation. Your body's adrenals had been overworked to the max. Towards the end, I couldn't take any type of stimuli because it's just too much. I can see that my adrenals are not working well. I have to support them constantly. Depletion symptoms are the absolute worst. My silver streak is due to my amalgams on the same side, right here, connected to that. When it comes to peripheral neuropathy or neuropathy, my right foot, where the amalgam, the side of the amalgams, my right foot was the one that bothered me the most. It wouldn't stop bothering me. The inflammation was always there. I kept feeling weakness beyond belief, just weakness in the leg and zaps, electrical zaps, just pain where the nerves go through or they connect to the foot, the nerves pass through. That hurts. And such eroded myelin sheath. Well, it started yesterday. Abscess. It hurts like hell. Because of that, yesterday I couldn't go to the bathroom. The turmeric and the CBD matcha lessened the inflammation significantly. So, anti-inflammatories are really good.